right, we're looking right here at the side of the trellis, and I'm gonna have to play around right there with the dirt, kind of see where that weed barrier is. I want to cut a big area out of the weed barrier so this rose is completely down in the ground and it doesn't affect it at all. So we'll get going with that and kind of see what it looks like. Well, there's the weed barrier, so we don't have to go down very far. I'm just going to cut a big circle out, and that way hopefully that doesn't affect the rose at all and it just grows like normal. While I'm cutting this, we're going to put new dawn in here on both sides, and that is a vigorous big bloom climbing rose. It smells. It's kind of a whitish pinkish, I think, depending on the temperatures and things like that, and it may fade as the flowers are out longer, but it can go, I think it said 15 to 30 feet canes that it can pop out. So not only am I going to have them going up this all the way, but probably out on the railing up here, possibly out right in here. This whole wall right here will eventually be covered by it, and I think that'll be awesome. Alright, first, a little bit of Miracle-Gro garden soil. That's still wet my knee. Should have went and got the little thing you put your knees on, but I don't want to go back over there, so I'll just get my knee wet. Mess up my pants. Put just a little bit of this in there with the feeds them for a few months, and I'm going to mix that in really well with all this good clay slash soil. I use garden soil because I'm in the garden and it doesn't drain quite like the potting soil, and I've always read that you're not supposed to do that. On the flip side, I know other people who swear by putting just some potting soil down in there with them helps that drainage, all et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know, do what works for you, man. But I'm using garden soil for this part, and I'm going to mostly use the stuff that's already in here because it's really nice and mixed. Sit that plant in there and then fill back with what I just put in here. Also though, I'm gonna mix in some rose food. This is Rose in Bloom. Mix that in there. And then mix everything up. That's a nice recipe right there for some rose growing. Now comes the fun part. Grabbing that New Dawn rose without getting completely destroyed by thorns. Now comes figuring out the best way to arrange this. This thing is growing every which way. And I'm probably gonna let it do that for a while and then Next year, maybe as it gets a bunch of size on it, then I'll start trimming it up and shaping it a little bit better. But this year, just kind of get in the ground, let it go crazy. Question is, which angle is the best angle for it to go crazy? Ow, stop, behave, oh behave. Kind of like it here, except that this part's gonna have to go back that way, so probably not. Kind of move that out of the way, train it. The good thing about New Dawn compared to some other climbing roses I have is they get really stiff really fast. These things are really flexible. I mean, you could move these all over the place. right, everybody, there you have it. Planted those two New Dawn roses. I'm gonna start training them up the sides of the trellis up against the walls if some of the shoots are going that way, or some of the canes. And hopefully it's gonna put on quite a bit of size this year, next year even more, and then by the third year it'll be covering a lot of this wall, I think. So that's the plan anyways, fingers crossed. But that's how you plant them, or that's how I plant them anyway. I just dig up some of that good clay soil that has been amended a few times, so really nice, not too it's not like bricks or anything like that. It's got good consistency to it. Put in a little bit of Miracle-Gro garden soil mixed in with it, just a tad, not much, just to get some of that fertilizer in there they use. And then I use a little bit of the rose fertilizer as well. I'm using the Miracle-Gro kind. I usually use rose tone, but I'm out and I cannot find it. It's not easy to find it, like Lowe's, Home Depot, or even some of the local places. Haven't been carrying it very much. So anyways, gotta find somewhere that's carrying rose tone. If anybody knows of anywhere locally, if you're in this area near Augusta, then Augusta, Georgia, then let me know. and I'll definitely appreciate it. But if you like the video, give it a like, subscribe so you know when we post some more, and share it with your friends. And I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.